Hey guys. Um, this time I just wanted to talk about the first time that I was outed. Um, I never really got the chance to come out. When I was about 14-ish, I had a pen pal that I was writing to at the time, trying to figure my feelings out and bounce some ideas off her. And my dad intercepted my mail when I was a kid. He took it and read it, and then outed me to everybody as a lesbian. And I was a little kid at the time. Yeah, I didn't really understand. I was from a pretty, or I am from a pretty close-minded conservative family. Um, Religious when it suits them type. uh, so when he outed me to everyone as a lesbian, I was like, well, I, that's got to be what I am because he knows more than I do. He has to. Um, so I lived with that, identified as a lesbian for 8 years ish, um, until quite recently. Um, about about 2 years ago, I really started to identify as trans, um, and things have been getting a little bit easier, a little bit better, progressively as time has gone on since I've started to figure things out on my own. Um, I came out as trans officially just over a year ago, and most people are pretty accepting now. Initially, everyone had pretty much the same reaction as they did the first time, not quite as bad. Uh, when I was outed as a lesbian, I got kicked out of both of my parents' houses, so I kind of put myself through high school at that point. And then I enlisted in the military because I really didn't have anything else to do. I could have gone to school, but yeah, I'm with the background that I have, that really wasn't plausible, um, to go to a higher education without some help first. So I enlisted in the military, and I did that for 4 years. I was an aviation mechanic, which was freaking awesome. I loved it. And anyway, the second time, I was able to mostly out myself this time. I told some friends and siblings first, and then the parents. Um, they struggled with it a lot because they see it as losing a kid. When I'm right here, still the same person, just deeper voice and a different name. Um, but it's taken a long time for them to adjust to that. So I don't recommend that you get super angsty and push people who've known you forever, even if they're not really trying. Eventually, hopefully, they'll try. Either that, or they're just in the long run not worth it if they're not going to support you. But right now, I wouldn't say that I don't have support from my family, but I wouldn't really call it a whole lot of support. It's still a lot of let's not really talk about it kind of thing. My family definitely still refers to me with female pronouns and with my birth name, which really isn't cool. And I've explained it to them a couple of times, and they try to work on it, but then they slip, and I don't correct them for a time or two, and then we have to restart the whole process. So it's not easy. It's a struggle, and people will hopefully eventually get there. Um, my advice to anyone trying to come out as trans or gay or bi or anything really, because it's terrifying no matter what you're coming out as. If it's anything against the social norm, it's terrifying. And you want your people to support you. So my advice, of course, is going to be go to the people that you know are going to, at least hope, are going to support you more than likely. And then, you know, work within your own family dynamic to kind of tackle the harder people. Not really tackle, but like, explain it to them. Get them to see that you are the same person. You just, you know, you want them to see you how you see yourself. And it's not about sex, which a lot of people get hung up on. It's not sex, it's who you are. So, that one's a little bit hard for people. I'm gonna think a little bit more on that one, explain it a little bit better, but as best as I can anyway. But it's an incredibly gorgeous, beautiful, nice day out here today, though. Crazy nice. So, that's good. And I will see you guys in a couple days, probably. Or tomorrow, I'm not sure.